Hi guys, it is officially finals week. I know this is a really stressful time for everyone right now, but I thought maybe some of you guys would want to see what finals week at college looks like, so I thought I would show you. I just came back to my dorm to grab everything I need for studying today. I'm in all my comfy clothes right now just so I can prepare and totally focus on studying and just be very comfortable. My dad was actually just here and he was staying at the hotel on campus, and he booked me another night so I could stay there today and study and have no distractions, which is really nice. Shout out to you, Dad. Love you. I'm gonna go back there right now and have a hardcore study session. I'll be making an outline for my paper, and then I'm also gonna be making a study guide for my media final. So yeah, I thought I would just bring you guys along with me, show you how I study, all my tips and tricks I've learned over the years that have really helped me, and just show you guys how I get through finals week. So let's go. It's so nice and cozy in here. I just got to the hotel. It is 5:19 right now. So the very first thing I do when I'm studying is make a list. I have my personal health project essay thing due Tuesday, and then I also have my media midterm Tuesday. I did my photography final last week and did my English research paper already, so those two classes are done. So really I have only like 2 more major things I need to do. Studying can be very hard, and I feel like everyone has their like own way of studying and their own schedule and all that stuff. What I like to do is dedicate like certain days to studying like what class. So like right now I'm gonna do an outline and then a study guide, and then later on I'll dedicate like 2 hours to my personal health thing, do that, and then take a break from that and then do my media final and study for all that. That's just my way of studying and what works best for me, but I've definitely learned over the years that certain methods that my friends do don't really work out for me. Like I study way longer than all my friends, and they could study for like 1 hour and get the exact same grade on the test, which is fine. I'm very jealous, but it's fine. There's so many different types of studying method, like making lists or color coding your notes, all that stuff. So point is just figure out what studying method works best for you and do that. Let me take off my backpack and just get comfy. Okay, tip number 3, meet with your TA. It makes the biggest difference meeting with your TA. I go to school at Indiana University, which is a really big school. My media class has probably like 300 kids. So obviously my professor has actually no clue who I am. I kind of learned this the hard way. In the beginning of the year, during midterm season, I went to go meet with my professor. Sometimes professors can be very, very helpful, but then sometimes they cannot be so helpful. So when I went to go meet with my professor, it really didn't help me at all, and just didn't, I don't know. Yeah, it just didn't help. So after that, I decided I was just gonna go meet with my TA, and hopefully maybe that would help a little more. I know it can be really intimidating going by yourself and meeting with the TA because they're like a TA, and sometimes people, like a lot of my friends think their TAs are like very scary. So a lot of them just don't go and meet with them. So you guys need to muster up some strength if you're in college and go meet with your TA if you haven't already. When I met with mine, they went through all the notes with me, told me what was important and what I really needed to study for the test, and it really helped me just make one big study guide. It's also a nice add-on that when you meet with your TA, they kind of know who you are, because the TAs are the ones grading your tests and grading your homework and all that stuff. So that's just a nice little perk. I'll show you guys my notes and how I went through it with the TA right now. So these are my notes that I took during class. Before, they weren't highlighted at all, and after I met with the TA, he pretty much told me everything I needed to know, which is pretty much everything on this one, but it's like this one, not as highlighted. Like I would have taken the time to study all that and memorize that, but since the TA told me it's like more important to study all of this stuff, that's really helpful because then I didn't waste my time studying all that. So yeah, go meet with your TA. It makes the biggest difference. Okay, tip number 4. I've learned that I really can't study with my friends until I study on my own. Studying with my friends in class is really, really helpful to me, and I know it's really helpful for a lot of my friends too. That's why it's also really important to make a friend in class. It's actually another tip. Tip number 5, make a friend in each one of your classes. Even if you're not going to be the best of friends with that person, it's really, really helpful to have a friend in class. So that way, in case you miss a class, you can have them send you the notes, and if they miss it, you can send them the notes. And then when you're studying, it's really nice to study with a friend that's also in the class, so you guys can share notes and whatnot. So yeah, those are pretty much all the tips that really help me, and hopefully they help you guys. So now let's get studying. Now I have my list and I know everything I need to get done today. Okay, I just finished my outline and my study guide. Very important tip is to take breaks. I like to study for an hour, and then once I feel like I've memorized a certain part or just understood a part very well and feel like I know the information, I like to reward myself and take a little break. I think my friend Sophia is coming over. We're gonna go upstairs and get a little coffee just to rejuvenate ourselves, and then we're gonna have another little hardcore study session and then be done for the night. Sophia just got here. Woo. Oh my god. They're closed. Oh my god.
On the weekdays we close at 11.
So we're gonna go get Starbucks at another location. It's 7:15 right now, so we're probably gonna go get a bite to eat too. Yeah, a little study break. Hi guys. Okay, so we just got back from our Starbucks dinner break. We're gonna do a major study session right now, and then we'll be done. This is kind of the time where I understand all the information that I've been studying all day, but it's just like to read it and go over my study guide so it's like synced in my brain. Study session. Bam. This is kind of the time where Sophia.
Yo, you good?
What? I can't breathe. Wait, I'm getting over bronchitis.